Okay, it's been a while since I've been live, but you know what? I have to go live today because, wow, do we have an epic final between Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal. And I just want to get people's opinions. Who do you think is going to win this final? Is this final for the GOAT? Okay, I know this is like a big statement, and but I really think like, wow, you know, whoever wins this match, you could make an argument that they are the greatest of all time. I'm glad to see people coming on. Say hello, and hopefully I will be able to see your comments because there's a chat to the side, and hopefully I'll be able to see it. This is the first time I'm doing it in this fashion, so hopefully I'll be able to see your comments. But if not, and I'm not responding to you, then I am sorry. Okay, but it's the first time I'm doing it this way. Anyway, I was thinking today, I'm like, I don't know if there's ever been a final where two players are playing better going into the final. Like, I think both of these guys are at the absolute top of their game. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me that these guys right now are at the absolute top of their game? And you could make an argument like whoever wins this match, they could take the throne. They could take the title of the GOAT because they're both around the same age right now. They're both well established in their career, and they're both playing incredible. They don't, you know, Rafa, I guess before the tournament had a couple of nagging injuries, but he looked completely healthy. He's playing unbelievable. Novak Djokovic is playing incredible tennis. And, you know, it's going to be interesting to me who will win. And I love the way that they are just going in and killing everybody before this final. When you looked at what Rafael Nadal did to Tsitsipas, after Tsitsipas played a great match against Federer, I was getting all ready to see, is this going to finally be one of those next geners stepping up? Like, I got a little excited. I got a little excited for the next geners going, maybe this Tsitsipas guy is going to be the one to break through. Maybe he's going to be the one to step up, take the throne from the legends, and show that, hey, the young guys can win. But he just went in and got demolished. And after the match, he had I don't even think he knew where he was. Like, he was, if you saw that press conference, he was dumbfounded. He was just like, he looked like a boxer who had just been knocked all over the place. But like the person who was fighting him, like Rafa didn't let him just get the easy way out, knock him out in the first round. Like, Rafa took him through all 15 rounds and just beat him up nonstop. And poor Tsitsipas, he had no idea where he was. And he built, I think the match was something like 6-2, 6-4, 6-0. Just like a total beatdown. Big statement match. So you're thinking, okay, that's a big statement Rafa just laid down to the world that he is playing the best tennis in the world. And you're thinking, okay, it's got to be Rafa's title because he destroyed Tiafoe, he destroyed Berdych, and now he takes Tsitsipas, who just beat Federer down like that. It's like, are you kidding me? Rafa's got to win this tournament, right? Well, then Novak Djokovic goes out and plays Luka Pouille, I have a tough time saying his name, and lays down an even bigger beatdown. It reminded me of something that Magic Johnson said when he used to compete against Larry Bird. He said, you know, we were ruling basketball, and I would always look at the stats. I would look at last night's stats when I was getting ready to go play my game. I wanted to see what Larry Bird was going to do, and I'd try and outdo it. And then Larry Bird would look at my stats, and he'd try and outdo me. And I think there must have been a little bit of that going on because I think that gave, I mean, I don't think Novak planned like, I'm going to get a 6-0 set, but I think he looked at what Rafa was doing, go, okay, the bar is pretty high. Like, if I'm going to win this tournament, I got to start playing my absolute best tournament, my best tennis. If I can go there and stand toe to toe with Rafa, and I want to go in, you know, you obviously you want the other opponent to fear you. And, you know, that was a scary performance by Novak to go in and beat that guy 6-2, 6-2, 6-0. So now we've got the finals here, and we've got both players, arguably two of the game's best. I mean, they are the game's best. Roger's right there too. Nothing against Roger, but these guys are at the top of their game right now. And there's so much on the line, right? If Rafa wins, I think he's going to be at 18 majors, just 2 away from Fed. And then the next one is the French Open, which you can kind of pencil in for Rafa unless he gets hurt. I mean, just pencil in a French Open victory, except for who's the one guy who could beat him on clay? Who's the one guy who could beat him on clay? It's Novak. So here's my thoughts on it. It seems like when Novak has been at his absolute best and Rafa's been near his best, that Novak has had the edge, that Novak seems to come out in these matches. And so my first gut instinct is to pick Novak to win. But here's where I kind of go, I don't know, because Rafa's got a couple of new tools that he's added into his arsenal, which is really neat that these guys who are so great keep adding new dimensions to their game. So Rafa has changed his serve a bit, which Tsitsipas, who played him at the finals in Toronto, the Canadian Open, he said that Rafa's serve was better at the Australian Open. Not that it was like, he said it's not one of the biggest serves on tour, but it was definitely better than it was in Toronto, which made Rafa play very aggressive. And that is a key statement, because I feel that when Novak and Rafa are playing, the difference is that they're both incredibly consistent. They're both so solid physically. I mean, they're both just so fast. They're so fit. They play incredible defense. But it seems like Novak has always had that little extra firepower, to where Rafa's ball, we know he likes to hit that big buggy whip forehand, that his ball's got a little more air under it. So Novak gets just a little more time than Rafa, and Novak's been able to come up with the winners. I think that's been the difference. Novak has been able to come up with the winners, just a little more offense, and he's winning those battles. But it seems like at this Australian Open, that because Rafa's serve is just a little bit bigger, he's got a little more confidence and he's going for more. He's flattening out the ball more often. He's ending points faster than he ever has in his career with that serve. He is serving it in and then he is taking it. He's doing that serve +1 combo that we've heard a lot of online instructors, Craig O'Shaughnessy, talk about. And so that might be the difference, is that Rafa now it seems like he's stepped up his offensive game just a little bit, and that might be all that he needs, because I think it's going to come down just like these guys. The last time they played at the Australian Open, they had to sit down in the ceremony because it went almost 6 hours. I think it was 5 hours and 53 minutes, if I remember correctly. Okay, so they literally were sitting down in the ceremony because they just destroyed each other physically. Now, we don't have to where you have to win by 2. It's going to go to the super tiebreaker in the 5th set. Let me know, comment. Do you think it's going to go to the super tiebreaker in the 5th set? I want to know what you guys think. But, I mean, this is going to be a battle, guys. And it really, who knows who's going to win until they go out there and play it. It's that close. These guys are playing that good. If I absolute had to pick, and it's certainly not a confident pick. I'm like, this is no like big pick, like it's Rafa all the way. If I absolutely had to pick who's going to win, I am going to pick Rafa. I think he's just been just a little bit sharper throughout the tournament, and he's added some new tools. He's added that serve, which is allowing him to play just a little more offensively, and I think that's what's held him back against Novak in past battles that they've played, is Novak's had a little more offense. Well, maybe now it'll be interesting to see when they go toe-to-toe if now Rafa is going to have just a little bit more offense than Novak. That's what he's going to need. Whoever can just have, we both know they're rock solid from the baseline. It's not going to be who's going to be more consistent. It's not going to be about who's in better shape. You can't win that way with these two. It's going to be about who has just that little extra offense. So let me know, comment. I'm not seeing it. I'm sure you guys are commenting on this video right now. I'm not seeing the comments come through, so I apologize for that. But just comment, like this video. Let me know who do you think is going to have just a little more offense? Who's going to hold that trophy? And will they even be able to stand up? Are they going to have to be sitting down, getting their trophy? It might be the first time we've seen a trophy where the winner is laying on the ground, because these guys are going to go at it. They're at the top of their game. It's bragging rights. In my mind, it could be bragging rights for the GOAT, right? This is a big match, guys. This is a big, big match. Just like we had Roger and Rafa a couple years ago at the Australian Open. That proved to be a big match at that time. It went 5 sets. Roger won. That got him even more on his hot streak to where he went up to 20 majors, and he won like pretty much everything for like 4 or 5 months after that. And everybody's like, oh yeah, now that he won this, now he's the GOAT. And then he won another Grand Slam title. So, this is a big one, especially, I mean, not especially, but I just kind of look at it as, if Rafa wins this one, it'll be 18. And then, for sure, he's at least getting one more French. I mean, for sure, he's getting one more French, right? So this will put him real close to Roger. If the be-all, end-all is this how many Grand Slam titles you have, this is going to put Rafa really, really close. And can Roger win another Grand Slam? It's looking like the window is closing for him. He's still playing incredible tennis. This is not, we're not putting Roger, out to pasture. It's not time to retire, Roger. Please don't leave. You look like you can play another 5-6 years. You're out there destroying everybody too. But, is he going to be able to win another Grand Slam title? French Open, not going to happen. Plus, Roger says he's playing the French Open this year, which again, that lets me know that the end is near for Roger, that he's like, I'm going to go through and I'm going to play all the tournaments. It's not about winning Grand Slams anymore. It's about seeing all the fans. It's about really soaking up all the experiences I can. So, you got to feel like it's either this year or next year for Roger. And one thing that Rafa said that was very telling is he said with Tsitsipas, he's like, yeah, I think Tsitsipas can, have a great career. I look forward to playing him many more times over the years. So Rafa is not in that it's victory lap time. He's thinking it's time to keep winning. It's time to take all comers in. And Novak's doing that too. I mean, those guys definitely both feel that they are in range to hold the most Grand Slam titles up there. They're certainly in striking distance of Roger, especially knowing that Roger is going to be taken off pretty soon. So this match is huge, guys. This match is absolutely ginormous. And so comment below. Let me know, who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Rafa? Is it going to be Novak? And is this like the heavyweight title fight of the year? This could be the heavyweight title fight of the year in tennis. Like, these guys are playing their absolute best tennis that I've ever seen them play, especially Rafa. I mean, his serve and his aggressiveness and his physicality and his mental toughness, they're like all at the very top. And, shoot, I mean, have you seen Novak play? The guy who played in the semifinals is a great player. And 6'2", 6'2", 6'0". Like, that's not easy to do. That is not easy to do at a major tournament in the semis. It's crazy. So let me know. Comment below. Look forward to reading your comments. I'm sorry I couldn't see your comments. I'm sure you guys were commenting, but I didn't understand the way this thing works at the end. I wish I would have seen the pop-up. Oh, let me see. Am I seeing things? Let me see if I can figure out the chat here right before I go. I can. It's thinking. It's thinking. I'll hold on for a second. Oh yeah, you guys are chatting away, and I missed all this. Next time I know how to do it, guys. Next time I know how to do it. I'll just read some final comments here as we see. Frank said Rafa. John said another Aussie repeat. It's a repeat. SM says Rafa looks so good, and it's so very difficult to pick. So we've got some people we got obviously Novak, okay? So Sanjeev said, obviously Novak. Hey, Pete, can't wait for the showdown. This is Ollie Payton. He's awesome. He supports my channel and Coffee Break Tennis with Matt. I want Rafa to win, but I feel Novak in four sets. I don't see it going 4. I see this going 5. They're both playing so well. I look for a 5-setter, and anybody can win. And thanks so much for all your chats and comments. I'm going to end this and can't wait to watch the match.